Soy podcast. Let's speak on it. Speak on this. Let's speak on it. Speak on this. Throw me a topic. Let's speak on this. Say that again. Let's lean on it. That is my opinion. I'm being honest. That is the fact. Don't meme on this. Speak on it. Speak on it. Speak on it. Let's speak on it. Speak on it. You thought we were done? Throw me a topic. Let's speak on it. Say that again. Let's lean on it. That is my opinion. I'm being honest. That is the fact. Don't mean on this. Speak on it. Speak on it. Speak on it. Speak on it. Throw me a topic. Let's speak on it. Say that again. Let's lean on it. That is my opinion. I'm being honest. That is the fact. Don't mean on this. Speak on it. Speak on it.
Soy. Now that's how you do it. Yo, 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 yo. It's us again, Speak On It podcast. We out here. And it's a host-only episode today, man. We ain't had to do this in a minute. Like, we literally have never done this officially yet. Because last time Bless was here, he was actually a guest. And, you know, he's been here since that time, so you already know what time it is. Family. But it's us, the host today, fellas. And, you know, I feel relaxed, chill. But we about to talk about a crazy topic. You feel me?
Coach.
Coach Freshman, man. You're a part of the family, period, bro. That's all I can say about that. But we gonna obviously see how our day's going. You know, we gonna ask Ninja, you know, how your day going, how your week's been, bro. You know, how you feeling about today. And then Blessed, you know, get it right. Blessed is gonna pitch in after that to, you know, just get how our day's been, man. It's how you been, bro?
My day is good, man. I'm happy to be alive.
You're
I love Florida, man. It's a beautiful weather outside. I might go to the beach after this.
hey.
It's so nice, man. And I'm happy to talk about this topic.
Yeah.
As you all know, dads don't get as much recognition and respect. So I'm here to put some respect on the dad's names.
And I'm glad you're doing that because I'm about to be a dad, as you guys heard
dad.
already.
He's a dad. So
He's already a dad, so I get to.
we need more.
I get to benefit off, you know, when we about to change the whole scenery
narrative,
about the
man.
dad, change the narrative, man.
Yeah.
So, all right, man. So blessed, man. What's good?
Man, this has been a interesting week. Today was really good. Yesterday was crazy. Took my daughter to the fan. We all went to Butterfly World, so that was
that's
dope.
dope.
Yeah,
Yes,
so she, you know, her being a little older, it was dope. Bring her Avery, even though she slept through the most of it, but she enjoyed it. And then I had this mad headache again. It took me out, bro. Like I didn't even go out with the guys. So
Pew.
sorry, y'all boys. And then now I'm up and ready. I guess I was getting prepped for soy.
Yay.
Speak on it. Let's go.
Yes. So as Ninja said, man, we talking about Father's Day.
Yes.
We dropping this episode on Father's Day, the week of, man. And as Ninja was saying, bro, like dads, I feel like they don't really get they get the bad end of the stick, because if you're comparing it to Mother's Day, like especially being Haitian, bro, we have two Mother's Day in the month of May. Not one, but two. And when it comes, you can't forget, bro. We gotta do both. And when it comes to Father's Day, sometimes we forget. Like, what Sundays does it? What Sundays does it first? Yo, like what Sundays does it fall on? So, all right, we're gonna shoot out this question on the floor. Why do we think that Father's Day is not as popular as Mother's Day? We're not throwing shade on Mother's Day. It needs to be as popular as it is. Yeah. But why do we think that Father's Day doesn't really get any hype? Like, you know, we're doing an episode on it. The point of this episode is to flip the script. But why do we think that we have to do the episode to flip the script?
Let the dad go first, man.
Oh, man,
Respect to the dad, man.
I appreciate that. One, I think we got this narrative, and it's been such a consistent narrative. And you're talking about from movies to real life to TV shows. It's not something implemented to show the positivity of present fathers, especially not in the Black community. Every angle of a movie or some part of the story has to show a struggling father who is either not present because they're caught up in the world and things of drugs or any of that, or just not being faithful or something in that aspect. And then you have the angle of, you know, the relationship is not good between the mother and the father, so they just take the easier route and not deal with that. You know, so with that constantly being planted in us, you know, it kind of, you know, generates that animosity by accident, but yet on purpose. I think it is purposeful to show such an angle of that. You know what I mean? Like, let's show how fathers are not present. Let's keep showing, especially in the black community. And then it's such an outrage. You see it on social media, and it's like, and I sit there puzzled because you guys know, I tell y'all, my world was so flipped from that view. So I'm like, what are they talking about? Like, I'm sitting there like, father's not present? Where? Like, all I know is father's being present. I've seen fathers who don't live with their family, but constantly taking the bus to come see their kids. And I've seen kids, like cats I grew up with, who fathers wasn't really present, but yet they just had this weird bond that made them like golden in their eyes. And now they're the greatest fathers now. And it's like, I just don't understand that narrative, but I think those things are affecting our community, especially in the black community. And you guys brought up an interesting point with the Haitian culture. I didn't even realize that was such a huge narrative too, as well, in the Haitian culture. Because again, for my father was very present, so it's like, whoa, for real. So like, yeah. So I think just all these outer things incepting into our mind and our visual, which hits the soul, kind of affects our growing up and our perspectives. So I think those are the major factors in the game.
Bro, that was a great answer. But as you were talking, I was thinking, trying to think of some stuff. So when did this whole holiday thing start? Mother's Day. When did it start? That's the first thing. So anyway, I feel like it's a learned thing that growing up, if you're gonna date a girl, you gotta take her out to eat. You gotta pay for a date. Mom, let's say there's a robbery going on, you have to go in and sacrifice yourself, put your life on the line. All those things we were taught to actually, make sure we provide and care for our woman. So now we're trying to change that narrative. We can't change that. I feel like the woman, it's up to them to try and change that. We love you guys. Mother's Day you guys are special. You guys have done a lot, and I feel like we should have the same level of appreciation. I feel like we don't, simply because it's up to the woman to actually change that narrative. And we're like, you know what? You guys deserve the respect, the same level of respect that we get. We're gonna try to change that narrative.
Yeah.
So I feel like, yeah, we talking about it, but we can't change it unless they put action behind it. It's up to them to change.
That is good.
That's really good.
Ninja, man, I like how you said that. I really did. I was
At first I was like, where he going?
Where he going with this? Oh my gosh,
That's
Ninja's
so
about
true.
to take us in a deep hole.
No.
I
know better.
He brought us to the light. He enlightened us.
I know
But
better.
I would say too, I know Gibbs mentioned some, like the narrative being something that's always, it's like there's a system making sure it's always in action, it's always happening, like whether it's the shows or movies. But then when Mark was saying we need to sometimes go back, like when did this thing start with Mother's Day, whatever.
Yeah.
But I'll say, let's say go back with like the narrative of a African American male not being present. Like, was it something by choice? I think we were talking off camera, obviously. How it wasn't by choice at first. Like if you were to probably go back to like Africa, how families were, like I've seen some documentaries and how tribes are, it's like a tight knit family. It's not just like your own family, it's the whole tribe is a family. Like, you talk about it takes a village to raise a kid.
Yeah.
Like that's probably where that came from. They literally take it that we are all gonna raise this kid. Like, so I know watching those things that's what it should have been, right? Even if you take them out of Africa, bring them to a different country, it would still probably be the same case. Like, I'm gonna take care of my family, we gonna be together. But then there was something that took away the choice. Like for some of the African American dads, like slavery, some of the dads, were sent to different plantations, so that they can break up the family structure. Right? They wanted to protect their own family structure, like keep their family there, whites or slave owners or whatever. But then when it comes to African or the slaves or whatever at the time, they would try to break up the whole family, send the dad somewhere, send the mom somewhere, send the kids somewhere. If they were an older kid, like they would just literally break you all up so you wouldn't get together and go against them. Because God forbid, you don't want 20 slaves to be from the same tribe, speaking the same language, and be like, yo, we ain't doing this no more.
Yeah, we out.
Why are we here? Like, I'm gonna burn this house.
That's why I used to be like, why did we stay so long in slavery? Couldn't you guys just?
We couldn't communicate, bro. we were
Yeah.
went sim color whatever, but we
Yeah.
had so many different languages. Even now, you go back and Africa. There's so many different. I know African friends that I have that are from the sim area, like that speak a
Probably like
different
45
dialect.
minutes away from each other.
They speak a different dialect, bro. Like I know people from Nigeria
Yeah.
who don't really speak the same dialect as other Nigerians.
Yeah.
So it's not
Mhm.
it's not something that's uncommon or unthought of that you couldn't communicate if you weren't from the same exact area, literally. So they use that to their advantage. Like they make sure that they broke everybody up. It's even like it's a strategy they took. I'm not bashing, the Bible or God or anything, but they took a biblical strategy when men were trying to like get together
Yeah.
at the Tower of Babel or Babel to like let's just build something to go all the way to heaven and see what's up
Mhm.
there or
So what's
whatever.
up?
God had to like break up the language,
Yeah.
like everybody go speak a different language because
Yeah.
y'all tripping.
Yeah.
Because unity, shout out to the Haitians, you feel me? L'union fait la force.
Yeah.
Unity is a strong force that you
Yes.
can't mess with. So I think they were breaking that unity from that point, breaking up the dads, and I think that never got built back up. So you have the narrative that's been happening since then. That wasn't by choice, and then you have a system that makes sure it stays
Keep
that
pushing
way.
it, yeah.
Like going to jail, like a lot of jails are filled up with like mostly black guys like that's in jail. Like a lot of women are out here with their husband or their baby daddy is in prison, so they're already out of the picture. It could be something that they did do, whatever, but it doesn't matter. It's just the idea of making sure let's keep this
Separate.
keep this thing going. So that's why I feel like our first question we asked what the narrative, like why are we trying to go against the narrative? It's because of those things. I feel like we have to go against the narrative and make sure that the dads that are present, the dads that are there, like Gibbs was saying, Bless was saying, like his dad was there, and fortunately for us, our dad was here too. And mine's a little unique. I'm about to share something like maybe some of the guys don't even know, but I'll let Mark kind of do his thing. We're gonna ask this question now. So this question is: what is something in your childhood that you could think of that your dad may have done that you was like, yo, cool points to this dude, bro. Like he held it down, he did his thing, whatever. What's a fond memory of something that you could say stood out to you when you think of your dad on Father's Day? You were like, yo, I gotta put some respect on this man's name because of this situation right here.
So first of all, me and my dad didn't really grow up together. So I met my dad first time I seen him when I was probably like 7 or 8 years old.
Okay.
I was in Haiti at the time, so he came, from the state,
America,
went to Haiti for vacation. So I met him. I was like, I didn't even know that was him.
right?
I was in a little corner standing
chilling.
there. I'm seeing like this guy, how
Everybody's around
everybody's
him,
so
like,
happy when they see someone come from abroad
America.
and whatnot. And they're like, oh my God, da, da, da. So I'm just like, who is this
Who's this
guy?
dude?
Why everybody's just like happy to see him? I guess it was a while since he actually went back. Probably was like
Been
maybe
a minute.
5-10 years or whatnot. I don't know how long. So everybody was happy to see him. So I'm like, and they was like, that's your dad. That's your dad. I'm like, what? That's my dad? Like, what? What? That's my dad? For real? So it was kind of weird.
Oh, man.
And so obviously we didn't really have a strong connection. But the biggest thing I would say is that he's a hard worker. He provides. He doesn't really spoil his kids. You feel me? Like, like he'll give you the necessary stuff,
Yeah.
food, shelter, and clothes, and that's it. You know, your own, do your own thing, fam. So him, actually. Obviously, it wasn't easy for him to work hard and actually bring us here in America. So
Yeah, it's a
that's
process.
a big sacrifice. It's a long, hard process. So I give him respect for that because obviously he could have been like, nah, forget y'all.
Yeah.
I could do my thing. So he gave me the opportunity to be able to do what I'm doing now and actually be better.
He made the ninja
He
though. You gotta give him credit for making the ninja happen.
he's well, we had our ups and downs, man. Like for real, me and my dad had. And the funny thing is, I actually looked up to him anyway. But he's so like he's different.
Yeah.
He actually didn't grow up with us and have he had this old school mentality. Do it my way. Do it my way. So, and for me, I'm just like, don't tell me what to do. Kind of like talk to me. You feel me? Let me know why I shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
And once you tell me not to do it, then it's like,
All right.
you challenging me right now. That's a
Gonna
challenge.
do it.
You're challenging
You
me,
went the
man.
rebellious route.
Yeah. The funny thing is, I'm nice, I'm
Yeah.
chill, but then I'm like, bro, if you only knew the power of just talking to me, you would get to me all the time.
Yeah.
But I'm like, he's not doing this. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, whatever. So for me, I respect the fact that he's a provider and he's that's big. I've seen a lot of child with dad that don't really provide for them, and I can only imagine what that would be like for me. So I appreciate
Mm,
that. So yeah.
mm.
Real quick question. So, were your mom like explain like she explained things to you?
No, my mom passed away when I was like 1.
Oh,
Mhm.
Yeah.
okay. So I'm trying to figure out on the construct of why did you want the explanation instead of the militant? Like, so was like your auntie or grandma like that? Like,
So all right,
that's
so I grew up. I was sheltered, the last child, pretty much. Out of five, you feel
Golden
me?
child.
I was the last. So what they did, because my mom passed away and my dad wasn't really there,
mm-hmm.
so I had a bunch of aunts, uncle, cousin, brothers and
Everybody.
sisters. They were like, they didn't even want me to know my mom passed away.
Yeah, they try to
They
protect
trying
you.
to protect me,
Yeah.
thinking that I'm gonna cry and be
Yeah.
sad. But I knew they didn't think that. They didn't know that
Yeah,
I
you
know.
knew.
I knew. And I'm like, bro, I can't take it.
Just tell me.
They just
Just
yo,
talk
they
to
trying
me
to
about it.
hide that from me the
Just-
whole time. I'm like, all right, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna pretend like I don't know that. Since
Yeah.
you guys don't.
No, because I'm
So
trying
I used to get sheltered a lot, but obviously I got disciplined a few times.
Mhm.
But with my dad, it was just different. What I was expecting is not what I got. I was expecting
So
a
you
more
had an
chill,
expectation that was
like more chill. Like, yo, you're
Mhm.
the last one, bro. I'm gonna take care of you.
Yeah.
We're
Mhm.
gonna
Supposed
go
to be
like
spoiled.
we're gonna go to the park together.
Rotten
We're gonna play
spoiled.
ball like Gibson's dad used to do. Your dad was like, yo, he was a champ, man. But my dad was different. Yo, all he knows like I'm gonna provide for you. Make sure you eat. Make sure you have clothes on your back. And that's it.
That's it, bro. I did my job.
Figure it out.
Did my
Let your
job.
brothers do the other things
Yeah,
for you,
yeah.
man. Like, yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Cool,
that makes
cool,
sense.
cool. So we're gonna get blessed to chime into this question, obviously. The question still being, what's a fond memory of your pops, that you could call into, be like, yo, remember this and my pops. Like I said, I'll close it out, but I got a little something, I
Something
got
special. I can't
Yeah.
wait.
Yeah,
Okay,
shit, you
cool.
feel
Let
me?
let me just go on my Rolodex here.
Hey,
You got
that
too
boy
many
got
to
too
count,
many.
dog. I'm telling you, dog.
Hey, I got a pick one
spoiled.
for 1,000, a million.
Just close your
Yeah,
pick one.
I am a huge daddy boy, man, to this day, bro. Like when I'm in front of my dad, I'm like 5 years old, bro. Like,
Wow.
it's crazy. Like right now, I'm in that state where we're getting older and our dad's getting older. So I'm like, I'm being the adult, but I know what my place is still to this day. Like I would never like out command my dad
Mhm.
unless it's go to his health, and I'm like, yo, I gotta shut this down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
dad,
need you
you
to
too
do
hard headed.
better. Mhm.
Yeah. That's the gym I took from my dad being hard headed. I gotta work on that. But still, I think like I had this one fond memory of my dad had got me this train, bro, and it was like a little train, and it had the little metal wheels thing or whatever. And in front of our apartment, my dad was just chilling in front of the house on this chair. I don't know if it was a rocking chair or whatever, but just drinking a Heineken and just me pushing and just playing in front of my dad. Like that's one. I don't know why it's such a fond memory. It was just a moment that's just us, and it was just sweet. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm, I
Just
feel you.
him out there with me, him drinking a Heineken, just chilling. And it was definitely like probably a weekend or something. And it wasn't nothing much. It was nothing verbal said or anything, but just that moment just came right to my head right now. I
Mhm.
thought I had something else, but it's just
There
that
you go.
moment. I think that
Mhm.
would be my fond memory of just watching him watching me,
Mhm.
I guess. And
All the way at that time.
I had to be between 4 and 6.
You
somewhere.
remember? Wow.
Yeah.
That thing got
I had
burnt,
to- yeah.
burned into your.
yeah. Like
That's a good memory,
I had
bro.
to
Yeah,
be
for
between
real.
4 and 6, but I think also what really stand out would be the first time. I don't know if you guys had this weird feeling. It's still like someone told me what it is, but I felt like the first day I realized I woke up. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot the term what it was called, but I still remember clear as day this big old bed, and we had like a studio apartment. And my dad walks in, and I just gets up and I look around and I just say, "Dad!" Like I just instantly knew this was my father. So that would be like my two fondest memory: that day and then that day. So that would be like that, yeah. just the connection. I don't know something
Yeah,
about
I
that.
feel
So you want to be like your dad? Since you're a dad now, do you want to be just like him, like raising your child?
In some aspect, yes. My dad beat like everybody else, but my dad always talked. So it's like, I'm gonna talk to you, then you get this beat. So I need the word to really apply.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying? So
It's the opposite for us.
Yeah.
Sorry. We didn't have what this man had, so I got marks on my. Nah.
So one thing my dad was very like I'll hear you out. My dad always watched me, like really watched me, because it's like if I got in trouble and a teacher or someone would say something, he'd be like, "That's not my son." And he wasn't those parents like you see would just like always take the kid's side, but really like, bro, you know your kid, you know what I'm saying, like that. Like my dad really knew, like based on the behavior and what was explained, no, that was my
That couldn't
son.
have been him.
Like something boiled him to this point
Mhm.
because he knew I had the endurance to endure crap until I flip off. So it's like, nah, because my dad was big on respect. So he knew like give it and also receive it. And only reach this level after you've reached these barriers. Like you try to talk to the teacher, you spoke to me, you addressed the problem, like all these steps or whatever. And if I reached this level, he knew I went through the ladder. Like so that was one thing I definitely want to take from my dad. Like I told y'all before, the only thing my dad ever regretted with us was not having more time with us, literally, because he worked so hard. He worked so much long hours. We only like through my whole years of growing before I moved out, we only been on 2 trips. So that's the only thing my dad ever regretted.
Only two.
I
got 0.
Well, so that would be the aspect from my dad that I want to change with my kids.
That's dope.
More time, more trips, more
You
family
learn.
things or
Yeah.
whatever, but still keep everything else, but find a way to balance it out and
That's
tune it
cool.
my way.
That's
You know? So yeah,
Awesome,
Our generation is getting better at that.
I think so.
Our
I
generation is
really
getting
believe
better
that.
at being
Especially
dads.
these fathers these days that
Yeah.
I'm getting to see and I get to see. And shout out to all the dads, man. Y'all really killing the game. And you hit something so hard, bro. I'm still on awe on it. Like I do think it's the mothers. I don't want to say jobs, but blow
They play
those
a big
dads
role.
up into the point that it's like, okay, it's not that narrative. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Maybe there is some narrative, but it's not all the way true because it's to the point it's starting to be less of an opinion and it's looking very factual.
Yeah.
So like, you know what I mean? Like
Sadly.
I know on my end it's not that way. You know what I mean? I could tell by my wife appreciation what she does, but you know what I mean? When you look on social media, it's like, dang, is there any good guy? Like it really
But
does.
that's the thing; they only put the bad ones
Yeah.
out there. This
So
is the thing.
like I said, that was a really good thought bubble that you brought out was for the mothers to blast out their fathers like
Yeah.
that, their husband, their
For
baby daddy,
sure.
whoever that good man is that's doing his part in his job. Shout him out. Blow
We
him
get
up.
enough criticism. We get enough criticism, especially as black men, already from, from the outside.
True.
So
Yeah.
the women should uplift us.
It's
So
a-
go ahead, Big O.
It's a lot. But yeah, man. So for me, my take on the whole dad thing is kind of different. Like you have blessed who was a blessed who was
You're blessed child.
blessed, man. He was blessed in that facet. The whole 9. You have him just being with his dad and doing his thing, and then Mark meeting his dad when he was like later, like 7. First time seeing him.
Yeah.
I don't know when you guys started to kind of like live together. Probably was a little
12,
bit later.
13,
12, 13.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's been gaps, but then from that point on, you've been with your pops. For me, it's different because my biological dad, I was actually with him like since I was born. Like so I was with him. So my mom came to America when I was about 2 years old. So I actually it's like a shared thing. Like I'm basically you guys, and,
Oh, wow.
so I was with my dad since I was born, really. Because obviously my mom had to leave Haiti because she wanted a better situation for us, and her side of the family was the side that could do it. Like my aunt was already in the Bahamas, so she trying to get my mom to come to her, so she did, and they eventually got here. So that's so I was my dad. Like I remember just growing up with him. Like I would, because he was like this fisherman. Like he's really talented with his hand. Like.
Wow.
Like he could build boats, he could build fishing nets, like anything ocean. That was his field.
Yeah.
Like he was the master at that. Like everybody,
Maestro.
everybody in the
Really?
area where I grew up at knew him. Like to be like, yeah, you need this done, you gotta go to him or whatever. Like
What's his name, man?
my dad got a weird name, bro.
Might have to call him up.
Hey,
man.
my dad got. I would say my dad got a weird name till this day.
Baby goat.
Speaking of name, bro, like
Ori is like shit.
you get Ori, only
So many
fans, like, all
versions
that-
of it.
I'm joking.
OnlyFans. But
Oreo.
anyways, shoot, man, Oreo, all that. But
Oreo,
my
but-
dad's name is weird. It's 4 letters like mine. It's Babo, Babo.
Babo.
Yeah, I thought it was a nickname this whole time, bro. I'm like,
It's not a nickname.
it's his real name, bro. It's his real
Babo.
name.
Okay.
Yeah, Babo.
We gotta figure out the origin of that.
I gotta
to-
ask him, and whatever. But so I grew up with him for about, oh man, I would say like 7, 8 years.
Okay.
And then my mom was like, you need to go to like a better school. So where my dad was at, the school wasn't really the best, like, because it wasn't as developed or whatever.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, my bad about that. Mind you, people that their living was really about, you had a little small, like, boutique is what they call it, like a little small little
Yeah.
stuff you selling.
Yes.
Or you was like my dad, like he was like a fisherman, you building boats, building nets, like you did your thing that way. So that was his thing, but the schooling wasn't really the best, So when they wanted me to go to a better school, so I had to move and live with my grandma. So then I started living with my mom's side of the family.
Yeah.
About 7 years old or whatever. And then from that point, I came here when I was 11.
Gotcha.
So there was another transition. So I was with my dad for the first 7, 8 years of my life. So memories for him was just I was a bold kid, bro. Like being the only kid, I was his only kid at the time.
Yeah.
So it was like, bro, I get whatever I want.
Yeah,
type
yeah.
stuff. So I used to like,
spoiled brat.
I really was, bro. But I didn't take it up to like the max thing. But I
Yeah.
think I remember stories they would tell me, and I kind of remember some of them too. Of me doing those things. I used to, because we used to, for breakfast, we used to wake up, buy your coffee and whatever. There's a merchant that sold that. That's what she did. And she would sell lunch. She had a restaurant basically.
Yeah.
Breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever. So I would wake up and go to her and get my breakfast, like my coffee or whatever,
Yeah.
like I was a G, or like a grown man or something.
Yeah.
Nobody was there.
Yeah.
Like my dad was out fishing already because they would go early in the morning
Yeah.
and then come back like at like 10 and 12 in the afternoon or whatever. So I would go and do my thing, and when my dad get back, he'd be like, "Your son, you gotta pay for his breakfast because
Yeah.
he came and got
up.
coffee or whatever."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he would never like tell me don't do that.
Yeah.
He would never tell me that. He would just pay it and then
So
call
hold
it a
on.
day.
So it was your decision to do it all the time? He didn't tell you to do it?
No, I just went and got, because we used to
Oh
get it
my
together.
God, man, he was
We used to
bold,
get it
man.
together, right? And then he's not there. And I
Ah.
just went and ordered my junk and
Wow,
ate my
like a
breakfast.
boss.
And
Like a
then
boss.
she went home, and then the lady was like, "Your son came here, and whatever, and he paid for it."
Yeah.
Because it was on his way home, and he got home. He was like, "Hey, did you do it? Did you go? Whatever." I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Yeah, I did." And then she's like, "Okay, cool." So I remember just going on the fishing boat with him. When I was older, just being out there with him, like seeing how hard he was working. Like even till this day, man, this man's still working hard or whatever to do his thing. So I got that trick from him.
Yeah.
So fast forward 11 in America now. I'm with my mom, but she's married. She remarried.
Yeah.
And now is with my stepdad,
Yeah.
who I call dad too, because literally this man, it's like he just handed me off. Like my dad handed me off to him, and it's like the same thing, kind of continued. And my mom was like, give me the whole speech. You coming into a new environment, like I've never lived with this guy or whatever. She's like, he's respectful towards me. He has never did me wrong. He has never treated me wrong. He's always, respected me, cared
Yeah.
for me. He's the reason why you actually here, because he filed for you, because he's a citizen. She wasn't at the time. So she was like, if he didn't do it like that way, you wouldn't even be here yet.
Yeah.
It'd be way longer than that. I was like, dang, that's crazy, because I'm
Yeah.
not his kid. And obviously he has a kid too, my brother.
Yeah.
I think we came around the same time. Maybe he came a little bit before me. I feel like a year or two before me, but it was around the same time he was filing for us, the whole process. So I get here, I'm 11, and my mom's like, yeah, just make sure you're respectful, don't disrespect him, whatever. I'm like, all right, I mean, I ain't got nothing to disrespect.
Yeah.
I was a pretty chill kid, so I was like, okay, I'll see you for myself, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna go off your word and whatever. So, and then, never ever did he give me a reason to be like, you flaw, bro.
Yeah,
Like, like you really flaw. Like my mom said, you was this, that, the other, and you really not. Like he was beyond that. What my mom said. Like anything I needed, bro, he'd be quick to like get it, like anything I needed. So I made sure I wasn't a needy kid. Like I was like,
I feel you on that.
why I gotta be like, I need J's, I need this, I need that.
Yeah.
Like you already, doing what you gotta do as a dad. You got your own kid, you treat me like your kid. Like there's no difference between my brother and me in his eyes. I'm like, yo, that mad respect for you. Cause I know, we've mentioned in talking like step parents type vibe. Just us talking off the camera, but I was like, the situation for me was kind of weird because I had a stepdad and like, bro, I don't feel like I had a stepdad. You feel me? So it's like, bro, like you get a lot of like bashing dads or whatever, but for my upbringing, like I don't have much to bash because my dad, my bio dad, did his thing and he went crazy above and beyond for me. And my stepdad, same thing.
Yeah.
Like, till this day, I hit him up if I need anything. He would stop whatever he's doing, like to do it.
Yeah.
To do it. Like Mark, one last thing, Mark was saying, Mark had took me because I had to get a rental in Miami, and he took me the first time to do it. He understood the process. We had to drive all the way down there and whatever. Another time I needed to do it again. I just hit him up. I was like, "Your dad." He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna start work at this time, and then I'm like, I'll make sure it's before that." So we went around like 9. He had to start work at 12, and he went straight from there, straight to work. And he was like, "You good?" He hit me up because we was on the highway. He was driving behind me.
Yeah.
I'm in front of him. He was like, "I'm about to get off this exit," and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good. Do your thing." And he got off. He went to work. Like till this day, bro. Like me and my brother, like. He made sure he was good, bro. He made sure he was good. So shout out to all the dads. That's gonna get blessed out here. I'm a future dad. I could only hope to do what they did for me, for my kids. I only have good examples, so I have no excuse not to be a good dad. You feel me? And my brother, shout out to him too, man. He got a little daughter. My little niece. You feel me? And he's doing his thing too. So shout out to all them people, man. I know Ninja's about to say something, and then we'll kind of like
quick. Like I never knew that was not always dad. I met Oi, right?
Yeah.
I thought that was his biological dad the whole time. That's how he like.
You can't tell.
You couldn't
bro.
tell. You couldn't.
And
tell.
I never
I'm the
really
same
say
way.
it. I never really say it though,
Yeah,
like
me
because there's no
either.
point. You can't really
All
tell.
this time until I
Like, even
even
Mark,
later, little, and I found out.
Yeah,
like, this
he
not his
didn't
dad.
know.
Yeah, me.
I thought you and
know.
Ronald was like,
Brother,
I was
blood
blood
brothers. Yeah, we
brothers.
step
It
brothers.
was like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
oh,
I
that's
never know
crazy.
that. I just-
But you don't have to answer it. But it's a question. Does that change your perception of if you were in a position to be with a person that has child already? Would that change
Would
your
that change
perception?
my perception?
Seeing that,
Yeah, I know where you go with this.
Okay, what I'm
know where you
laughing
go with
about
this.
is because I just saw a post.
Yes.
And that's what made me
Yeah,
laugh.
that's exactly what we all like. I know where he's going.
So you probably know the cat.
I know exactly what he's doing. I know.
Cat have me rolling. So I'm gonna jump in real quick.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
So with that, I always tell, and no shame to nobody. All right, no shame to no female at all. This was my prerogative on this aspect. Like I would never jump into a situation where a mother already had a child. It just maybe because I've always seen the negative of it. And I just didn't want to be a part of that. You know what I mean? So probably that was my whole factor. You can ask all my boys. I always tell them like I don't do moms
With kids,
already
yeah.
with a kid already. And to me it's very deep. It's not just being with that woman. You know what I'm saying? Like it's being with that child. Like, and I didn't want to be that revolving door type cat to the woman. You know what I'm saying? And maybe my maturity too. It's a lot going. It's more than just being with this person. So that was kind of my thing, and just to not fail, not only the woman possibly, but this child. You know what I mean? So I just stayed away from it. But I'm laughing because we must have seen the same post.
You seen it?
And the guy said, "I now do mothers with children because I don't have to question their gender naturally because if I know they have a child, then I know they should be with their children."
She's able to bear kids.
Yeah,
it's that bad now.
So that what got me rolling off the top of the dome.
Yeah, but to kind of answer the question, I would say I understand like people who do it because I was a part of it. Like my mom got me in that situation, and it was a good thing. It's not always the case. Like that's why in my head I was like, my mom's hyping me up about like, yo, whole speech about respect, make sure you respect. I actually know of a personal family situation where we have a similar thing where we are being raised by our stepdad, and it's not the same. It's not the
Oh,
same
yeah,
result.
trust me.
It's completely different.
Oh,
It
yeah.
is totally different. But I'm not saying anyone's wrong or the kid's wrong or whatever. But I would say the dad's wrong, the stepdad's wrong, because I feel like as bad as the kid could be, you could change them. You could flip them. You could be like,
Think
he's
so?
different.
I
Like
think
I
so.
feel like you will do that more than the kid flipping their head and be like, you a good dude. Like if the stepdad is just bad, the kid will never be like, oh, he's straight. He's I could roll with that. Because first of all, that's their mom. You feel me? So they're looking at how you treat their mom and how you treating them. They be like, oh, you flaw. But if the dad, like in my situation, is treating the mom and the kid well, then he can flip my. I wasn't sold on it. My mom told me, oh, this is who he is. I had to see it for myself to be like, okay, this is who he is, and he's proven that. Then I'm changing my mind and be like, you're not my dad, but I'm not gonna act like you're not my dad. I could have done that. I could have been like, I don't care what you do. You're not my dad. But he was like, bro, he was being a dad. I'm like, why not? So that's why I say that it depends. It's more so on the dad to flip the kid to be like, yo, I respect this dude. Like, I might not call him dad, but I'm gonna respect him.
Yeah.
You don't have to call the person dad. I don't think you call the person whatever you want to call them. You don't have to, but I think out of like respect, you probably will be like, yo, you know what? I have to respect this man. Like, whatever term of respectfulness I can use to, whatever, I'll do
good.
that.
And then real quick on the part I was saying, this was another big thing for me. I couldn't I know I couldn't handle. And this is why it was a struggle. At one point my wife and I, we wanted to adopt. We really wanted to adopt. We were gonna have one kid, adopt another, or have two kids, then adopt the last one or something like that. We really want to go through that process. But my thing, and this is from movies. This is definitely from movie. I've never seen this happen, but I never wanted that child to be like, "You're not my father."
Yeah.
Bro, I couldn't even take it. I'm like,
Imagine you
know
doing a lot of things with that
Right,
child. man.
you sacrificing, you
sacrificing,
doing
yeah.
everything by the
Bro.
book, above and beyond.
I couldn't take it. I couldn't endure it. Maybe I'm a punk, whatever. But that would have hurt.
No, that's
too
tough,
bad,
bro.
son.
Even if you're
hurts.
not their dad, like
That
I
hurts,
am your
man.
dad. What
Yeah.
you talking about? Like
So-
do everything
You
a
remind me
dad
of the
does.
movie Step Brothers. He tried really hard to get them,
To
get
flip 'em.
along.
Yeah.
So it doesn't always work all the time.
No, it doesn't. There's no 100%.
Yeah.
Like I told
Yeah.
you, the exact replica of my
Yeah.
story was applied in my family. It didn't work out.
Yeah,
Still
yeah.
not
You were
working
the
out till
exception,
this day.
probably, would you say?
I am an exception.
Yeah.
I would say
I
that.
don't think so.
I think I'm an exception because
think it's an
I feel
exception.
like growing up like 11 years old, 12 years old, bro, when you come into that picture, I was with my dad chilling, cooling it.
Yeah.
I
Having a
didn't,
good time.
You get what I'm saying? Not, my
Yeah.
dad wasn't like bad.
Yeah.
I love my dad. Like I told you, I was like living it up. You feel me?
Prince always,
and then
man.
if
He
I
was a
had,
prince.
trust me, bro, if I went to that environment and it was like, he was
Opposite.
tripping, I was gonna be hot headed, bro.
course.
I was
Of
gonna be
course.
flipping.
But the energy was consistent.
That's what I'm saying.
So,
That's why the
That's why I don't
exception.
think it's an exception, because if the energy is consistent to what you're already used to,
Then I'm
then
straight.
most
I'm cool in
kid, I
it.
think, will change.
I'm not
Why
saying
not?
I'm an exception in the case that if you put another person in the same situation, it would be
Okay,
different.
okay.
I'm saying that it's an exception in the sense of to get two dads to be
Gotta
that
find
way.
out all the time.
Oh,
To
okay.
get that's
Find out all the
crazy,
time.
bro.
Okay.
To get two dads to
Now I'm
care.
with you.
Like your stepdad cares
Yeah.
as much as your dad cares
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
Like, bro.
I got you now. Now I'm
That's
with
the
you.
exception.
Okay, now
Not
I'm with
me,
you. I
yeah.
didn't get it then. That was
Mhm.
my bad.
So yeah. So obviously we wanted to shout out the dads. I think
Yeah.
we've done a really good
And
job
the
at that.
stepdad, that's,
Yeah.
that's
And
doing
the
a
step-
good job.
It's dads, period,
yeah,
bro.
yeah,
and
yeah.
he
Fathers,
becoming part of the
period.
life,
Like,
for real,
yeah.
you taking care of your kid, you're doing a great thing. So now, by the request of Ninja, as we're gonna about to wrap up the episode, we might have our last things we're gonna say, but I just want to give y'all a heads up. The next segment,
Yeah.
after we wrap it up, will be the game. This is the first time it's gonna be host versus host. But Ninja said he already took Blessed, so I have to go against Blessed.
Yep, I lost. I'm not trying to lose two times.
He said, but
Alright.
so we're gonna keep it real. If y'all boys do have one more thing you want to add on the dads, just shouting out the dads, we can do that now.
No.
And then after that, we'll go into the game real quick and we wrap it up for the episode. Short and sweet, man.
Yeah, I'm. It's so funny because you said it and you brought it up too.
Mhm.
So originally, origin of this whole, it goes that far back. We're talking about slavery. We're talking
Mhm.
about all that, and that's just been like, as the church would talk about, a generation curse that's constantly
Mm.
passed down.
Mm.
So you're talking about you're already been divided back then, and then you're assimilating what you're seeing because you're not used to this. You're seeing white slave masters take women that they are already married to, but yet,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. So
Mm-hmm.
you're assimilating what you see. You constantly seeing this visual effect being done, this trauma that's
Mm-hmm.
being done as we're learning from mental health.
Mm-hmm.
And then that gets passed down generation by generation. So now it becomes to a point. Is it excuse? No, but it does become a point that you have to make
Mm-hmm.
this decision to fight this trauma,
Fight,
to
Conscious.
yeah,
change
fight.
this. Yes, this
Mm-hmm.
concept of what it was. So you're talking about men who are dealing with being faithful and being present,
Mm-hmm.
because it wasn't so geared for you to be present in that time,
Couldn't
because
even be it.
to get
Mm-hmm.
financial assistance in this family, you had to be separated physically, not just have different address. You literally have to be outside the home for this family. And as a father, you're thinking you're doing a great job, but
Mm-hmm.
systemically you're doing more damage than
To your family,
good, to be
yeah.
honest. So that's starting that up, and then you get into this point, 2021. You still got that effect, that lingering effect still happening,
Mm-hmm.
of course. And now we're trying to flip the mode, of course. And now you're seeing these fathers out here. Like I said, I grew up with guys who fathers wasn't physically always present,
Mm-hmm.
so they didn't have that example to learn how to be fathers, but they're like the greatest dads out here now. So
Yeah.
that's one thing I want to give shout out. Gems, as fathers, we know number one thing to have is patience. That's gonna be the number one thing.
Mm.
Number two thing is, I was just telling them off the camera, you need to give your spouse, in my case my wife, and in other case might be girlfriend, or you're not even together, but give them that comfort that you're stable. And when I mean stable, I don't mean like financially stable. I mean that they can have a reprieve in their mind, their relief in their mind. They can leave the kid with you.
Mm.
Like that
They gonna be
they,
good.
like I was telling them, like my wife feel like anything happens to the kids, the burden's on her, not on us. So
Mm.
now she had to understand that we're parents, not she's a parent. You know what I mean? And it's kind of natural, and I'm understanding it, but that's something I had to fight. And we're married, so like you could think about who those are not together. You know what I mean?
Right.
So and then third, Jim, too, especially with fathers who have daughters, just constantly be present. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Just constantly be present, play with them as much as possible, and just constantly be there. That's the thing I learned, and your daughters should turn out all right. I mean, I'm a long way from that point, but I'm just seeing how often that helps, just being present. So that's my gems.
Message from a dad.
That's gotta take notes, man. Gotta take notes. But last thing I'll say is that going back to slavery time,
Mm.
they understood that if you can't break a family, there's no generational wealth. You cannot have
Somebody.
generational wealth.
Nah.
So that's they know for a fact that we're gonna mess them up from the jump. And then secondly, we seeing that in the black community, there's a lot of single parents household,
Mm-hmm.
and that's bad. One, they set up a system to mess us up.
Hmm.
All right, a lot of times, sorry ladies, but I blame some of the ladies sometimes. They irresponsible and toxic. There's time where the man would want to be in the kid's life, but they nah, da, 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 da. They don't want that, and that's bad. And that's why you see a lot of time those kids grow up to have
Mm.
kids early. They don't know about sex education.
Yeah.
Mm.
Certain things, what to do, and what not to do.
Yeah.
So a lot of time, like you said, dads be present in your daughter's life.
Yeah.
And some men would want to, but it's the mom. It's like
Gotcha.
pushing them away.
That's true.
And so
I've
it's
seen
a
some
lot
of
going
that.
on. And the system is like
Mm.
child support. Yeah. A lot of women are like, yeah, but you know what? I can get a lot of money with this thing. If I had 3 baby daddies, I don't have to go to work. Make sure I have put on child support and go in section 8. Yeah, you feel
Yeah.
me? And that's something that we have to fight against in the black community. And I hope that change eventually as we talk about this. And
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna start with us obviously, but it's
Yeah.
gonna take a lot of work, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna take a lot of work. And I just like I said, ladies, we love you. Please, share that love with us too. Make sure you return that same amount of love that we give you. We'd appreciate it. All right.
Yes,
That's it.
yes. All right, man. I mean, this segment is gonna be flipped over to Ninja. I'm just gonna break it down for those of you guys who may be watching us for the first time. But this part, me and Gibbs about to go head to head. We got 5 questions we got to answer. The only way for us to get a first answer out Well, to answer the question that we hear is to say our name, Blessed or Ori Bigo Maestro, and then we'll know that we get the chance to answer first. If I get it wrong, then Blessed get a chance to answer. We can go back and forth till Mark says, "All right, I'm gonna just give it out because y'all boys just clearly can't get this one. It's over y'all head for sure." So yeah, so this is what we got going on right now. We gonna flip it over to Mark, but before we do that, shout out to all the dad, man.
Yes,
Shout out to all the
man.
dad. This episode's for y'all.
Happy
Father's Day, man.
to the real G's
Yes,
out
sir.
there.
Yes, sir.
Listen, man. Like, she better buy you guys some gift. If you have a wife, make sure she gets you a gift. Not just
gift,
like,
gift.
I'm going to wear this lingerie and then we just gonna have. Nah, man. Give me some gift, man.
All right.
Yeah, you feel me? Yeah, I feel like we need
Let's
to
get
make
it.
requests sometime. You feel me? We need to speak up sometime.
Hey.
We need
Hey.
yeah.
It's hard. Like,
Hey.
I don't want much sometimes.
Hey.
You know what I
shit.
mean? Like,
You give
hey.
me, you give me a
Alright,
good night,
alright,
I'm
whatever.
good.
Yeah.
Yes,
Right,
sir.
just-
Go ahead, Ninja. Go
Ninja.
ahead,
He's
Ninja.
just
Take
playing
us,
it. He's
take
just
us
giving
away.
the political answer.
I don't know. I feel like he's being real.
You feel-
That's why I got 2 kids now.
You might have a third one
You
coming
might
up.
have
Be
a third
careful.
one.
All right, man. Y'all ready to play this game?
Yes, sir.
Ready as we can
Man,
be. Shit.
all right. These are
Let's
some
do it.
interesting
Oh
questions,
my
y'all.
gosh. Flip my mind.
All right.
Right.
Turn on the switch, yo. Turn it on.
Yeah, flip my mind.
All right. First question. What has to be broken before you can use it? Question is, what has to be broken before you can use
Maestro. Silence.
it?
All right.
Bless it.
Sir.
A seal.
No.
All right. Say it again. Say it again.
What has to be broken before you can use it? It has to be broken before you can use it.
Bless it. A glow stick?
No.
That was good. I like that one. I like where you went with that one. Dang. What has
Some
to be
good
broken?
answers.
Yeah.
Let me know when you guys need clues, man.
Okay,
Nah, I
well, we
want
still
the
good. We still good. We still good. We still good. I don't even think we ever
What
gonna.
has to be broken
I don't think we gonna need clues.
before you can use it?
What has to be broken before you can use it? What has to be broken?
So the same item has to be broken to be able to
Be used.
Yeah. I'll give you some clues, man. Everybody be like, ooh.
What
Alright, let me
has
give
to
you.
be broken before you can use it?
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
Smart guy. Let's go, smart guy.
oh man, I don't know why I'm not getting that one. I thought I had the silence one. To speak, you got to break the silence, but
That
and
was
your
good.
glow
Y'all-
stick
y'all
was
be
good.
getting some good answers. I'm not gonna lie.
Go ahead, blessed. You might get this one.
This
bro.
might be wrong because I'm thinking fire extinguisher because
No.
you have to break the glass.
All right. How about this? Clues.
Okay.
It's round.
And it's round.
What?
Oh, I think I got it.
You
What is
got
it?
it.
A record?
Nope.
Oh man, yo, I don't even think that clue helped me.
Man, you went way out.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah, sure, you gotta. Oh man, what has to be broken
Before
I can use it?
Man, shout out the clutch with these
For,
questions.
for real, it's stumping me right
Brain
now.
cells, man. Y'all do brain cells,
I don't
man.
get stumped
Oh,
easy,
yeah.
but I'm getting stumped right now,
Oh.
boy. Shoot, you
I
want to
see
give
your
it
hair
up?
falling off. You taking too hard. Your
Bless
hair
you
start
wanna-
falling
you wanna
off.
give it
Bless.
up?
Right. Stuff falling out.
Yeah, stuff falling out.
You want to give it up, blessed? Or you think you
All
got
right,
it?
one more clue. It's white, round and white.
What has to be broken before you can use it? All right,
Yes.
maestro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just say this is stupid, but oh well. It's not really round; it's oval. But an egg?
No, it's oval. It's like, all right, wrong, but yeah, that's good.
Oh.
Oval.
All right,
I'm
man.
stuck on round.
Yeah,
That's
I was.
oval. I said
yeah.
oval.
Yeah. It's
That's
still
not-
circular.
That
Yeah,
was
so
good.
circular,
That
yeah.
was good.
Okay,
Okay, that was
I threw that out like,
Yeah.
oh shoot, I don't know. That's
It
the
be
only
the, it
the
be the
white
answer
part.
that you scared to
And I'm
tell.
thinking-
I was
Yeah.
the white part was like, it gotta be that.
See, you could use that, I guess. Okay.
All right.
See, I'm thinking item like
Yeah,
like
another
something
type of
to-
item. Yeah.
to work. Yeah.
When you said seal, I was like, okay, like, if it's not that, bro. All right, number 2. Dang,
That
these
was
are
good.
That
all
one?
all of them
That
like
one
this.
right here, yo boy's gonna go crazy.
Are all of them like this, bro?
Which letter of the alphabet has the most water?
Has the most what?
Water.
Water.
Yeah. Which letter of the alphabet has the most water? Blue water.
What the heck, bro? Oh man.
Which letter of the alphabet has the most water?
Has the most water?
Yes, sir.
Which letter of the alphabet has the
Think
most
of
water?
and this.
Yo,
one is
what's
kinda
going
hard,
on, bro? Why they doing this to us, bro? Why they doing us like
Well,
this?
yeah, it kind of makes sense. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, blessed. Oh, ocean. Like,
No.
Ooh, that was good. Oh my
Pronounce
gosh.
pronounce all of them in your head, then you'll be like, oh yeah, that one. Pronounce all of them in your head, like,
And which one has the most water?
yeah.
water. Like that's what's throwing me off.
Which
Water.
letter has the most water?
Or symbolize his water. I guess something like that, you know. Or
All right,
sound,
I got it. Oh,
Ah!
Yeah.
I might be wrong on this.
I
Go
get
ahead.
it.
I was gonna say A,
No.
but
I
yeah,
get it.
He got it. He got it.
It's blessed. C.
There you go. There you go.
Good
There you
Good
go.
job,
Yeah,
good job,
makes
good
sense.
job,
That's
bro.
my
It
clue.
says water.
Yeah, good job, good job,
I'm-
good
ah,
job.
that
Makes
was
sense,
good.
right? Yeah.
Good
I
job.
was like, what? Like this thing was.
Yeah.
That word was.
I was
really-
thinking this when I say A, like literally a lot of words that has the letter A or starts with the letter A is by water, like Aquafina, Aqua.
Ah,
I was thinking that
okay.
says.
Okay.
That's why I say A. But great job. As soon as I didn't get the A, I was like, you got it.
Yeah, you're a genius.
Nah,
man. Yeah,
bro.
genius.
Go ahead. We
One
number
and
three.
baby.
1-1. We tied up.
I like that.
Yeah, the heavy
That was good.
hitters.
Oh man, that was good.
Heavy hitters.
What kind of band never plays music? What kind of band
Oh.
never plays
That's easy.
music?
I'll say, dang. Oh man.
That's
I-
easy.
Oh,
Come
you
on,
you
say
gonna
it
get it?
then.
I already
But
said
he
my
said- he
name.
said-
Oh,
You gonna get it? I'll say. I was gonna say like a ring, a wedding band, but I don't know.
That's a
I don't think
good
that's
one.
it.
That's a good
Blessed
one, though.
rubber band.
Yes, sir.
Good job, good job.
How'd you know?
Good job.
As soon as he said it doesn't play music, I just came straight to
Rubber
rubber,
Rubber band, yeah.
I thought you were gonna say it. I was like, yeah, that was easy. Though.
Yeah, you got that one. You got that.
2-1.
But I
2-1.
see wedding band. I see.
It's
why
a band
yeah,
too,
Yeah,
yeah.
Band.
Yeah.
Dang, that's a good.
I would have
You
not
good?
thought that to be honest.
You
It's
good?
Crazy.
Shit. I'm just trying to go off the wall because I already know sometimes we gotta go off the wall.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, this question is so funny.
All right, let's go. It's what 1-1, 2-1.
Yeah.
2-1. Gibbs.
2-1, you up, you up,
He has
you up,
the
you up,
lead,
you up,
man,
you up.
yeah. What is cut on a table but is never eaten? Eaten. Something that is cut on a table but is never eaten.
Cut on the table.
On a table, yeah, but it's never eaten.
You got quiet for that one. Jeez.
Right? Like dead air. After
Oof.
cricket sounded that one.
I got a good clue for y'all too.
What is
on the
cut on the
table,
table but is
never
never eaten? I'll say this. A check.
That's good.
But I know it's not it. I'm just.
Yep, that's not
Yeah.
it.
Oh, he about
Ah.
to. Yay.
I was like, that was really good.
All right, man.
All right, Clutch boy, you leveling up out here. This
Way up. I'm gonna get him after this.
Oh my
We need
God.
to put him on the hot seat one day.
Yeah.
man. We gonna get him on the hot
I'm
seat.
gonna get him after this, boy.
Behind the
what
camera
is-
laughing at us.
Cut
like,
Right.
on the table, but,
But it's
never,
never
eaten.
eaten.
Cut. Okay.
Dang. Okay, go ahead,
Bless
bro.
it.
You gotta get yours in.
Flowers?
No. You make it. You got me excited.
Oh.
thinking about
Paper.
it. Man.
All right, not.
It's
I guess.
made out of paper, but yeah, you.
I said two things that are made out of paper and still didn't get it.
right.
Oh man,
Made out of
dang, that's
paper,
not it.
Cut.
Mm.
Cut. Made out of paper. Cut. Oh my gosh. I'm thinking like a dining set. That's what I'm
All
trying to
right.
think
How
of.
about this? Do you normally do it on table like this?
Oh, cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had to get that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, tie it up, bro.
Yeah.
Wait, you think it's the same thing?
You got it. As soon as you said this table, I knew he was gonna get it. I
I
knew
was like a
it.
deck of
I give
cards.
the best clues, am I? Hey, I give the best clues.
Good
don't
clues, I ain't gonna lie.
have the best
I
I
had
said
gotta tie it
too
up.
sound with my clues, man.
I had to tie it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah, you
last
did.
one.
You did.
2-2.
Two clues gave me two
Yeah.
points. This is the closest it's ever been. I don't think we
Yeah.
missed a question.
No.
We
that's
got every
good.
question answered. That's
good.
crazy.
Right.
And they're not easy either. They're
They
not easy.
not.
All right.
Dang. This is it.
This is it,
Do or
y'all.
die.
What ship has 2 mates but no captain? What ship?
Hey, you need to zoom in on that thing. That was
Say it again.
that was so funny.
He looked at each other like, what?
Let me look at you, my friend.
Okay, what?
Ship has 2 mates but no captain?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, he was about to say gears. A relationship.
Ooh.
That was good.
Oh,
Were you gonna
snap.
say it?
Nah.
snap.
Oh,
that was good.
good.
That was good. That was good.
That's
That was
it?
good.
Okay.
That was good.
That was
Yo,
good.
that was
good.
tough.
That was
How
good.
did you figure it out so fast?
When you slowed it down,
Okay.
when you slowed it down, I was like, cause I think we also plug for y'all, cause coming up after the Juneteenth episode, which is after this episode, it's relationship series.
Yeah.
So I think it's been on my mind
Yeah.
when you said what ship has
Has two
two mates, but no, yeah,
captain.
Unless
No
you in my
captain.
relationship.
yeah, there's captains in that shit.
There's usually a
Captain Clutch.
Yeah.
Yes sir, yes sir. Yo, man.
That was
Oh,
dope.
actually, to clarify, we doing our first how it got started, how it's going, Black Business Edition. Yeah. That's dropping out first.
He got to get me right because I'm just, you can see what I do. I'm just out here moderating. You feel me?
He keeps us in track.
He keeps us in check. You're like, let's check the schedule. Did you not get the message? Did you not get the memo? Like, no.
We're not doing this. I said we're doing this.
He's the captain in that
For real.
we
department.
definitely have a relationship segment.
It is
series
coming. I'm
up.
excited.
Yeah.
You can tell I'm excited. I am
Yeah.
super excited. But y'all boys, Father's Day episode.
we might get canceled after it though.
After the Father's Day episode?
Yeah, no, after the
The relationship episode, we either gonna get canceled or we gonna get viral.
Alright,
It's not gonna be middle, bro.
Yeah.
We either gonna be no more speak on it, or we gonna be out here like flying. And I'm ready for either
Yeah.
way, bro.
Yeah.
You see how I'm skipping like Father's Day, Juneteenth, Black Business,
Just to get to that.
Just to get that.
4 episodes away. But just to see how
Yeah.
much we planned though, like
Yeah.
we actually planned this out. I was asked this question just quickly before we wrap up the episode, like how do you all think of the episodes? Do you think of it like the day of, like the week of? I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Months.
We're like,
We months
we're months
in.
ahead,
Yeah.
man. Like,
Like,
we literally like
We almost had the whole season planned out.
Hey, just to let you know, speak
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah.
Is out here for real,
about
man.
that business.
If you ain't feel that pressure yet, coach pressure,
Shout out to Coach.
yeah. If you ain't feel the pressure yet, you trust me, you will feel the pressure because we are serious.
Yes, sir.
Speaking of
Serious.
push pressure, the episode dropping.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Coach Pressure episode
Tomorrow.
already dropped. I mean, we want to know how you guys think. How you guys think?
Yeah.
It already dropped on y'all. Coach
Yeah.
Pressure twice. He got
Back
his
to
episode dropped, and now you guys seen the Core Effect episode. I hope
Yes.
y'all wanna get trained. You feel me?
Yeah.
Cause us, we out
It's
here
fit,
working out
man.
too.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
you,
we
you
trying to
gonna
catch up
notice
to
it, we
Ninja.
gonna notice it.
I'm trying.
It's Men's Health, man.
trying.
Men's Health Month. You feel me? Father's Day. We had
Yeah.
to tie it all up together. You
Yeah.
seen the coach already with his sports episode with us. You
Yeah.
seen him already with the workout, what he does with Core
Core
Effect.
Effect,
And
yeah.
now you feel me? We still talking about the coach pressure, man.
Yeah.
Like he still bring that pressure to us. So speak on it, man. Father's Day episode. It's a wrap, y'all boys. Great job, man. Great job with the questions, bro. You
No, for
really
real.
and he almost psyched me with it. He thought, no, you're wrong. All right, man.
Shout out to Clutch.
Yo,
You be too
cameraman.
comfortable all the time
I'm
asking
not- I
those
was not
questions. He be
comfortable.
comfortable
Oh, yeah,
asking
yeah,
those
yeah.
questions.
When I'm asking the
This is
questions,
him every
I
time.
be
This
so
is him
chill.
like-
I lean back.
I'm like, no, you gotta feel the pressure today.
Yeah, he put me back in the pressure seat, man. I ain't never feel like this. And,
Yeah.
bro, Blessed was like, all right, man, it's a wrap, man. Speak on it. We out here. Happy Father's Day, yo.
Let's speak on it. Speak on this. Let's speak on it. Speak on this. Throw me a topic. Let's speak on this. Say that again. Let's lean on it. That is my opinion. I'm being honest. That is the fact. Don't meme on this. Speak on it. Speak on it. Speak on it. Let's speak on it. Speak on it. thought we were done? Throw me a topic, let's speak on it. Say that again, let's lean on it.